Tunjinda
गरां ख्वाब चीनी संभलने लगे, गरां ख्वाब चीनी संभलने लगे, हमाला के चश्मे उबलने लगे। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। कुल या इबादियल्लज़ीना असरफू अला अनफुसिहिम ला तक़नतू मिन रहमतिल्लाहि इन्नल्लाह यग़फ़िरु ज़ुनूबन जमीआ। सदक़ल्लाहु मौलाना अज़ीम। Member of the leading party group of Tianjin Municipal People's Government, Li Shuqi, Secretary of the CPC Tianjin University Committee, Yang Xianjin, President Shai Li Yuan, distinguished faculty members, dear students, both Chinese and Pakistani students, Excellency Ambassador of China in Pakistan, Honorable Federal Ministers from Pakistan, Ambassador of Pakistan in Beijing, Mr. Hashmi, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. It is really a great pleasure to be back here in this great seat of learning, Tianjin University. I was here for the first time in 2017, and I have my very fond memories of that visit, which was memorable in every sense of the word. I was able to meet outstanding professors, technicians and experts, and met Pakistani students as well as Chinese students at that point in time. So it won't be wrong to state that this is a university, a cradle for our students to become great experts and great helping hands for not only China's wonderful journey of progress as well as Pakistan's well-being and prosperity. Dear students, it is a very happy moment to see a large number of Pakistani students here. I'm told more than 200 from various parts of Pakistan. And my message to you is that God has given you an opportunity to be in a country and in a university, a cradle of great learning and education. Spend your time in the best possible fashion and be great ambassadors of Pakistan in terms of your hard work, punctuality, and your unwavering commitment to equip yourself with modern knowledge and techniques and return to Pakistan as great architects in whom we have high hopes that you will be the builders of Pakistan, inshallah. But above all, be the torchbearers of Pakistan-China friendship. This has to be the hallmark of your stay here in this country. You have to promote this friendship because this friendship was built by our elder generations through unwavering commitment, honesty of purpose, and unbelievable sincerity in their efforts to have a foundation of friendship which stands on the pillar of mutual trust, mutual respect, and honesty of purpose. And that is why this friendship, Pakistan-China friendship, has not only stood the test of times, but has faced enormous changes, winds which could change the course of history. But this friendship remained strong. It withstood clear commitment with clear vision in our minds that together we will find our shared destiny. This friendship faced various kinds of plans, and the aim was to keep these two great friendly countries away and create distance. But all those plans were absolutely defeated by our united thought of action and clear understanding that this friendship will last forever no matter what. So I believe we are on course. We are absolutely steadfast in our direction. And today, I would like to bring for your kind consideration certain important historical facts. And those are, Pakistan-China ties are as old as the Silk Road, when traders and monks carried not only goods, but ideas across mountains and deserts. They are as profound as Gandhara, where Buddhist art and learning traveled from Texla to Shanghai and to Beijing. They are as connected as the origin of Indus and Yangtze River from the Tibetan plateau. And here are some soul-searching facts, facts which can't be denied under no circumstances, that Pakistan was the first Muslim country to recognize the People's Republic of China. And about 60 years ago, the first international flight to Beijing took off from Karachi, that is PIA, Pakistan International Airlines, and this fact will be remembered for all time to come. And then the Karakoram Highway, carved through rock and ice, became one of China's earliest and boldest infrastructure projects with a foreign partner. And let us not forget, it was Pakistan's leader who was the last foreign guest to be received by late Chairman Mao. These are milestones in a unique friendship of firsts and lasts, each carrying very important message and significant plan for all and sundry to understand what this friendship is all about. Dear students, I am reminded of the timeless verses of our great poet of the East, Allama Muhammad Iqbal, who has written poetry both in Urdu and in Persian, and it has been translated into various other languages, who said almost around 100 years ago गिरां ख्वाब चीनी संभलने लगे, गिरां ख्वाब चीनी संभलने लगे, हमाला के चश्मे उबलने लगे. Its translation is that Allama Muhammad Iqbal, the great poet of the East, he foresaw the great potential of Chinese nation, its great abilities, its capacities to transform China into one of the most going countries around the globe. This journey of peace and prosperity would ultimately be shared by many nations around the globe, by hundreds and millions of people. He said that Chinese potential is now like the fountains of Himalaya, is now bubbling with zeal, with enthusiasm, and with great commitment. And ladies and gentlemen, and my dear students, look, what he said 100 years ago has become so prophetic that China today is one of the world's largest economy. China today, militarily, is one of the most powerful countries around the globe.